Welcome to Shakna for the first race of the NGP season. On pole position we have Neuro for Sandaknor, followed by Gunga in the new Wakwa car. Third place is Vidgal, Neuro's teammate, and fourth and fifth are the two Mono Craft cars. All the way down in 14th position is our reigning champion Raschamp. It's going to be a tall order for him to come back from this. He has never won here in Shakna. In 15th place is Vaughn in the Zendai Kalo car. Zendai Kalo were very fast in testing, and will be very disappointed with 15th and 18th on the grid. And away they go. Into turn 1, and Vidgal has passed Gunga. Gunga comes back into the second corner. Vidgal tries to hold it around the outside. Looks like Gunga's slightly ahead for now. So they all come through turn 3, and it's Vidgal who holds second place. So it's Sandaknor 1-2. In fourth place, Natro has got past his teammate Strela, and Raschamp has dropped a place down to 15th as Falvin spins in the Zendai Kalo. He reverses out of the way of everyone, but that will drop him right to the back. It's going to take a lot to come back from this. Let's see what happens. Just clips the curb on the inside and spins out and hits the Palio Matakaz car of Adrotoki on the way. Don't think any damage was done though. So, at the end of lap 1, Neuro leads, followed by Vidgal, Gunga, Natro, Vishili and Strela. Looks like the Sandaknors are beginning to pull out quite a bit of a gap. So, it's going to be interesting to see whether they can maintain that pace over the whole race. Here's Strela. He's had a pretty bad start, he's been passed by Vishili. Now down into 6th place. But he might just be conserving the tyres at this early stage of the race. So they've all come through the chicane. Raschamp really struggling with not catching up to the cars in front at all. And so, the end of lap 2, it's Neuro continuing to lead and extend his gap out over his teammate Vidgal. Here's Nifiano in 8th place in the Fivi car, trying to get past Lemanas Alumu. Very big surprise that Alumu were doing this well. They were not expected to be one of the better cars of the new team. Comes Fishy Lee trying to pass Natro now. Fishy Lee had a crash in pre-qualifying where his brakes failed into the hairpin and he slammed into the back of 2 cars. But he managed to come back after pitting for repairs and still finish in the top 10 and qualify for the race. And here he is, running in 5th place now. Here's Falvin, recovering from his mistake on lap 1. Now up to 21st place, so 1 place outside the points. Here's Mepzazi in the Menento's Palafi car. His teammate Civarelli failed to qualify. And that's Fishy Lee going into the back of Natro. He must have had the same brake problem that he did in testing. In pre-qualifying, I mean. And that's pretty bad damage for both of them. They're both going to have to pit. Catastrophic for both of those teams. It'll be interesting to see what caused that to happen. Because it didn't look like a simple mistake on Fishy Lee's part. That's going to drop them a long way back. Potentially outside the top 20. Fishy Lee coming out of the pit lane. 24th place. It's going to take a lot to come back from this one. He's already taken 2 places on the way out of the pit lane, so he's not wasting any time in getting back through the field. He's 38 seconds off the lead. A long way to go. Meanwhile, Neuro now leads by 2.5 seconds ahead of his teammate. He's not pulling out a huge gap, but at this point it's sensible just to save your tyres, because you do need to get them all the way to the end of the race. We have seen some people in the pre-qualifying race have to make pit stops to change for fresh tyres because they've worn out, but it really does harm your chances. It's not strategically viable. The best strategy is to save your tyres. You're not going to save them by sliding the car like Gunga's doing. It's Valzo. The two Vanoxes making great progress. Valzo up 3 places, Naomin up 5. And there goes Lemona, spinning off. She regains the track in 7th place. So that's another place for Valzo. Let's see what happened. She just broke too late and slid when she turned in. And there was clearly no contact from behind. As Valzo, look at that Vanox straight line speed over the Vivi, and it's an easy overtake. Valzo now up into 5th place. Can he close up on the leading group? Now it's going to be Naomin's turn. See if he can follow his teammate and make it into the top few positions. Fishy Lee recovering, now up in the points. 17th place. And here's Falvin, who's also recovering after his lap 1 mistake. Now up to 15th place. So he has to pass the heatwave of Marnala. Marnala's teammate failed to qualify in main qualifying, which was a pretty big disappointment because the heatwave team had been looking pretty good in testing and in pre-qualifying. Here's Zazo, who's having a very disappointing race. 2nd in the championship last season, but qualified pretty much last here and not making any progress at all. Here are the leaders. Neuro now leading by nearly 3 seconds. On board with Naomin. Vanox not able to pass through the twisty section when it gets to the two long straights. Should see if Naomin can make an overtake. In front of the two of them, Nifiano in the Fivi. He's having a very good race. It's the first race for Fivi in NGP since the very early days. NGP is opening up to new entrants. They've got new rules to making cars cheaper, and it seems to be working. And who's that in front? That's Neuro making a mistake. And he's side by side with his teammate Vidgal. And Vidgal has the lead. But Neuro's not going to let it go this easy. He's on the outside. Can he get past into the first chicane? And he cuts the corner and he makes it, I think. They're still side by side. And Neuro holds the position. But that lead that he had that was 3 seconds is now just down to 3/10 of a second. And Gunga has closed up right on the two Sandaknors as well. Can he take advantage of this? Vidgal has a look at trying to get past. That's a very difficult place to overtake. And Schraler, who had a pretty bad opening few laps, is right on the leaders as well. As he saved his tyres enough that he can make a challenge at the end. And you can see Valzo coming into the picture as well. Valzo, who started in just 10th place, is now within sight of the lead. And you know he has the straight line speed to get past these guys. We've seen it before. Vidgal, very close behind Neuro in the slipstream. Here's Ross-Champ having a very disappointing race. His teammate in front of him is out of sight. He's got Fishy Lee closing the gap behind. It's 10 seconds, fairly significant, so that might be as much progress as Fishy Lee is going to make here today. So, Neuro continues to lead, but by a much reduced margin. Neuro won this race last season, of course, but the Sandaknor team didn't get a single podium for the whole rest of the season, so this is a good track for Sandaknor. It'll be interesting to see whether they can maintain this pace through the rest of the season, as they couldn't do last season. And Valzo has caught right up onto the leaders now. He's going to go for a move on Trailer. Quite. With another straight to come up here, but not quite as long. And there's a car parked to the side of the track. It's one of the Palio Massacas cars. And it's held everyone up. And I think that's cost Valzo a position or two. Not sure what was wrong with, I think it's Adratoki. The car's on fire, so clearly that's an engine failure. And Bowser slows down a lot more, and Nifiano passes him under the... while they go past the broken car. We'll have to see what the stewards think about that, whether they think that Nifiano was going dangerously quickly, or whether Bowser slowed down too much. That's given the Sandaknors a bit of breathing room. The gap to Gunga is now 4 seconds. Trailer still trying to get past. Here's Zandon. He's in the pits. Is this some kind of technical problem? No, he's lost his rear wing. How's he done that? See a replay. Oh, he just got some oversteer into the third chicane and reversed it into the wall. There seemed to be one of the heat waves. It's Marnala. And he's gone into the wall there as well. That's a weird one. Maybe that was some kind of technical problem. So that's going to put Zandon well out of contention. Takes a long time to replace a rear wing. As we've seen with Nitro, still hasn't made it back into the top 20. Nifiano passing Trailer. That's for 4th place. Ooh, Neuro's sliding it a lot over the curb. It's not going to do his tyres any good. But the timer is running out, and when the timer goes down to 0, that means that this will be the final lap. So the race will end when they cross the line. And what's going to happen in this battle for 3rd between Gunga, Nifiano, Trailer and Bowser? Gunga holding the position to the hairpin, but we know how much straight line speed those two Vanoxes have. Gunga pulling away, but is Bowser going to make a move on Trailer? And it's pretty easy in the end. And through the final chicane, and across the line, comes Neuro to win the Shakna Grand Prix, followed by his teammate Vidgal. It's a Sandaknor 1-2. Gunga 3rd, Nifiano 4th, Bowser 5th, Trailer in the end dropping to 6th. And in the background are the two box machetes racing each other. And it's Balrun that comes out ahead of Rayleigh. They round out the top 10. Vaughn crosses the line to finish 11th for Zendai Kallo. They won't be happy with that after all the promise they showed in testing. And here is Fishy Lee racing Raschamp on the final lap of the race. Fishy Lee gets past, but Raschamp gets back through into the hairpin. But it's Fishy Lee that gets back ahead down the long back straight. Raschamp will have to settle for 14th, which is not really something that he likes doing. A very disappointing race for the Camarok team as a whole, but for Raschamp specifically, it's going to be a long uphill battle for him to take his 10th championship. He's going to try and do it this season. Seeing how disappointing the Camaroks are will let Neuro really be thinking, can this be my year? He won this race last season, but only on the basis that, only because Raschamp had broken down. This time, it was a pure win by being the fastest car out there, leading every lap of the race. We haven't seen that kind of pace from Neuro for quite a long time. Anyway, this has been the Shakna Grand Prix.